Perfect. So we're now streaming live on Facebook.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. This is Joe Russo, the CEO of Palm Beach Tech. I'm here for our Monday community coffee. I'm drinking out of my clever green cup that I just so randomly found in my shelf with delicious Pump House coffee. So thank you to Christian and Alex for keeping me caffeinated here. I'm joined by the awesome team from Office Depot. Most notably, Sridhar Alani is going to be kicking us off and introducing some of his team. They're going to talk a little bit today about pivoting to meeting community needs. So most people don't realize Office Depot, based headquartered right down here in Boca Raton, and they have some absolutely brilliant, awesome people working over there. They've most notably partnered up with Shipt, the delivery company, and they're going to talk a little bit about how they're pivoting to their customers' needs during this time with on-demand delivery and things like that. But a lot of people don't realize when we all shifted home, people had to go online, people had to go to Office Depot to start buying all their supplies, especially even computers and whatnot. So we'll hear a little bit about what is going on with them. Some programming notes for Palm Beach Tech. If you guys are just tuning in, we have a Career Expo next week on Wednesday, on April 22nd, that we're partnering up with Career Source on. I'm hoping, I believe Office Depot might be taking part in that. We're still trying to figure that out. So if you know anybody who's looking for a gig or looking for people, please take part in that. With that, Sridhar, I'd invite you to take it from there and introduce us to some of your teammates.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, everybody at Palm Beach Tech for helping put this together, number one, and all of the help that you and your team's doing, especially in these times to help the community. Really appreciate that. And let me get started by introducing the team here. I have with me Brittany here, Brittany Peckles, she's the program manager driving omni-channel programs. I have next to Brittany in my screen at least is Charles. Charlie is the dev or IT manager for retail systems. And Dave is the IT director over retail systems, and Anuj Pardel, who is the e-commerce application dev manager, as well as Gautam, who is the mobile app and Omni applications manager for e-com. So we're a big team. We are missing one member of the team, Jonas. Jonas is the director over retail systems and operations. And we work closely, as you can imagine, in these times. Customers are looking for options to get what they need for their day-to-day working from home, learning from home type of environment, and all of the emergencies that we have wherever they are. So they may be they may be able to go out in the store, or they may not be able to go out and really shelter in place at their home, working on their mobile app. I have right now in my home, 5 different people working, and each one is finding their own corner and finding a device that they can use to just order, trying to order what they need for their day-to-day needs at home. So we do bring in this entire Office Depot's platform together in what we call and what the industry also calls as omni-channel. So in order to bring omni-channel together, we need to bring all the teams. The most important thing is really to bring all of the team that are working across a big corporation like Office Depot together to work together to deliver this to the customer. So I really appreciate all my team joining here and actually delivering everything to the customer here. So I'm going to quickly share here my screen. I have to go back and find where that is. Here you go. And to just help us walk through some of the things that we have been doing. I think we went through, let me try this. We went through the team, Brittany, Jonas not here yet. He will likely join a little bit later. Gautam, Charlie, Anuj, Dave's leading up the retail systems. So of course, a number of people that are not here that made this happen. Before we jump into this, I really want to first start out with saying a thank you to all of the frontline heroes. We hear a lot about first responder, we hear a lot about healthcare workers, and they are absolutely the first defense for the community as we go against this epidemic. That at the same time, every one of us, especially the folks on the field, are the first responders today in taking care of all of our customers' need. As you can see here, they're trying to help service print needs for our customers in stores. They're trying to put something out there on the right side here of the screen. These associates had to partner with the community and really deliver for City of Houston when they are setting up a temporary hospital, really drag everything what they need from the store, put their own trucks and deliver it to the City of Houston. So they're doing everything they can do despite all of the situation they're in, to help the community. I really want to thank you for all of those frontline heroes, store associates at store, delivery drivers that are helping deliver product to the customers' homes. And I think we should all clap together for them here virtually. Thank you. Next up, what we have in Office Depot, like I mentioned earlier, is an omni-channel delivery program. And we're trying to leverage that during these times, in offering customers, meeting customers where they need what they product. So Brittany, if you don't mind sharing a little bit on our Omni program, that would be great.
Sure, happy to share. Morning, everyone, or afternoon. So today, Office Depot's omni-channel programs consist of our buy online, pick up in store, which is one of our strongest, longest omni programs that we've offered to the market. We offer it both to our public customers and our contract customers. We also offer same-day delivery through 2 trusted partners, Shipt and Deliv, and we're servicing over 1,100 stores, so you'll get more information about that shortly. And then we also offer Ship from Store, which is available on most of all of our products and services. And most recently, what we've added is curbside pickup as part of our buy online, pick up in store program. So now customers are able to have contactless pickup out of our stores.
Great. Can you help the audience understand how we quickly reacted to enable curbside and same day for our customers?
Sure. So we have had buy online, pick up in store available for quite some years. However, as COVID-19 has significantly changed how we do our business, within 48 hours, our team came together and we went from what was a pilot out of 18 stores for curbside pickup to offering curbside pickup across our full chain. And we're also offering it with our CPD products as well. So it was an all hands on deck, a very quick turnaround, but we saw that there was a need for our customers and we were able to adapt this across not only our store associates, but with our customers. So we're seeing a very large increase in these curbside pickups through our buy online, pick up in store program.
So the biggest part of that, as you saw, is really customers needing this, not being able to go walk into the stores, maintain social distance and all of that. And we, Brittany, Gautam, and Anuj and other members of the team quickly reacted within a couple of days of us trying to know the situation, enable all of our customers nationwide to just go stop curbside, use their mobile phone, click, and then have the associate come out and hand the product over to the customer. So that's one of the biggest reactions we had to make, and thanks to the entire team, it's been a very successful program for us, helping customers in these times. The next up is really, we also expanded, like Joe mentioned earlier, we partnered with Shipt and Deliv, and we expanded our same-day delivery program across nationwide. And Brittany, how have we been doing with this same-day delivery program? How do you see customers reacting to this, especially in these times?
Sure. We have seen our customers really leverage same-day delivery, as we understand customers need product quick, they need it fast, and they don't necessarily want to go out to the store. So it's been a great addition to go as wide as we have with same-day delivery. We have seen some record-breaking performance with our same-day delivery program over the last few weeks, and we've seen our customers really trust us and know that we can bring the product right to their doorstep. And again, it's contactless. The carriers are leaving the orders right at the customer's doors, so there is no contact So really, it's helped us be trusted from a customer perspective during this time.
Wonderful, wonderful. And can you add some color onto why, how our program with Shift and Deliver is a little bit more different from what others have in the market?
Sure, absolutely. So just to give a little bit of history with our same-day delivery program, we have had same-day delivery with Deliv over the last few years. Recently, we have expanded and added Shift as an additional carrier within our same-day delivery network. We are now able to serve about 5,800 zip codes across the nation and servicing out of 1,100 retail locations. What makes us different is we are not only covering much more of the country, but we also are on Shift's marketplace. So we have a Office Depot present on Shift's marketplace, which is a net new customer for Office Depot, and it allows us to show our presence in more places than just our own website. So what is cool about this Shift partnership is that Office Depot is the office supply vertical for Shift. So we have really won that space. It's just another avenue to service customers for what they're looking for.
Yeah, and the key thing there is really, customers are going everywhere. Like my wife goes Instacart, I have a Shift subscription way from before. They are going wherever they can to get the product they need, and we want to be there, right? So we are on Shift Marketplace. We're providing on our own platform, delivery choices so customers can get the product in their home, curbside, into the store, same day, next day, however they want. Of course, it's challenging times. We acknowledge that same day service or some of these services, the driver's availability is tight. We have to care for their own health. So these are challenging times to really deliver those to that promise of same day. Yet we are able to leverage these providers to do our best to get to the product into the customer's hand as soon as we can get. The next day or same day promise may not always be true, especially in these trying times, but these partnerships have enabled us to service the customer the best we can in these times. Thank you. So anyone has any questions, Joe, or is it something that we'll do at the end?
Yeah, so for anyone who has questions, either you can post them on Facebook, or if you're in Zoom, you can post them here. So we'll be fielding those on either way. Myself and Nikki are monitoring that. So feel free to toss in any questions. I have a few of my own, so when you're ready to start throwing them out there, do let me know.
Absolutely. So I do want to take this is Palm Beach Tech. Now we do want to share, how we are unique in terms of our tech stack. And here I've really shared one of our partners' integration architecture. We'll go a little bit more into this, right? Now, number one, for the audience, Office Depot I'm very proud of working in the e-commerce and technology, IT/technology space within Office Depot. Just to give some background, Office Depot has a custom-grown commerce platform that has a mishmash of technologies all the way from OS 400 to Java and JSP to now over the last few years have a complete Kubernetes cluster and React.js and React Native based front ends both for web applications and mobile apps. So I would say that 20 years ago, Office Depot was a pioneer. I don't know if you know, but within the first few years of Amazon being there, we were there and we were growing pretty significantly in the e-commerce space, and we built the commerce platform very well. We have deep knowledge of it. Over the last few years, we're also, I would say, especially in South Florida, the pioneers in adapting Kubernetes and containerization with Docker, as well as pioneers in using componentized web apps like using React.js, as well as moving to React Native for a more cross-platform mobile app development. So I'm really very proud of some of the technologies that we use in South Florida, and I also say that Kubernetes has becoming a more popular choice within the last year, especially in South Florida, and React.js has become in the last 12 months. We have started the journey 3-4 years ago and have been in production with Kubernetes clusters as well as React components for at least over 2 years now. So, just know that, this is, Office Depot, as big and large we are, we're also pretty advanced especially in the South Florida community with tech. With that said, what's unique with our tech stack and architecture for this same-day delivery program? Now, typically we would, the market was quickly evolving, and we don't know which delivery provider will be will win and will be able to provide the best service to the customer in the long run, right? We also don't know, as the market evolves, what is the cost that these providers have to provide that service to us, right? We want to create a level playing field and kind of a marketplace for same-day delivery providers within Office Depot. We don't want to rely on one provider of choice versus the other. We want to be able to plug and play these providers into our ecosystem. So we looked around, we got some advice from some of other local professional friends that tried out delivery solutions. So we went on, we evaluated them. We then liked what they provide. Delivery Solutions is a partner for us that enabled as a middleware to plug and play shift and deliver, right? So with Delivery Solution as the middleware, our commerce platforms connect to, as you can see in this architecture, our commerce platform will be on the left, and Delivery Solution is really providing the management as well as orchestration capabilities for to connect with Shift and Deliv and others if we choose to partner in the future. So this helped us really give the flexibility of not only integrating, onboarding and offboarding these partners quickly, but also to really pick a given market and have multiple providers service the same market, and based on the availability of the drivers, either Deliv driver, if he or she is available, the order will be routed to them or to the Shift driver, right? At the same time, it also has the ability to, based on cost, which one of these providers is more cost advantageous to us based on the market. So we could route the delivery order to a specific provider based on which one becomes more cost effective for us at that time of the day in that specific market. That's huge. That is a challenge that, as all businesses adapt to same-day delivery, and as this space matures, it's important for us to look at the choice, look at how to optimize cost, how to optimize service, and this Delivery Solutions middleware really allows us to do that without significant effort once we have gone on live with. So I just really want to talk about this uniqueness of how we implemented the solution. Gautam, David, Charlie, Anuj, you guys want to add anything to the technology capabilities that we have with this? You guys there?
Might be on mute, so double check that is off.
Yes, Sridhar. So as you mentioned that, this is Gautam. So as you mentioned that, yeah, we are agnostic in terms of the carrier. So for us, onboarding the carrier is really easy and it does not take much time. So that's a consideration we have put in the place. And even for curbside pickup, the way we have built our system is that it's very scalable and dynamic in nature. So as you know that some of the locations are getting challenged, so we can change and flip the curbside to normal pickup or normal pickup to curbside on the fly. So we don't need to wait like days for doing that. So whatever we do on our daily basis routine, we make sure that things are scalable, safe, secure, as well as dynamic in nature, so we can manage on the fly at any given time. So we always look at that part, yes.
Absolutely. Charlie, how did it impact store systems and all the store processes, man?
Right. So first, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So in our retail environment, we have our own retail mobile application that we integrate into this OMNI channel, which assists the associates to easily be able to pick these items from the store and then direct them to say, is this an in-store pickup? And I need to pick this item and put it into our OMNI station or collection area for our customer so they can come into the store and get their package easily and conveniently and then move on with their day. Or is this a same-day delivery item that needs to be packaged, and are there more than one items in this order that needs to be packaged together and then shipped? Or is this a curbside pickup and needs to be staged and ready for when the customer comes in front of the store and they're signaled through a notification to go out and to deliver that item to curbside and right to their car. So, from an Office Depot and a customer perspective, that we're integrated into this whole OMNI experience within the store to assist both our associates and our customers to deliver this quite effectively.
Excellent, excellent. Dave, you want to add anything to that, what Charlie mentioned? I see Jonas joined as well. Yeah.
I think you summed it up pretty well. I think, like you said, we have a very scalable platform that allows us to expand out things, and very quickly. As kind of an example, obviously we go on the curbside. We're continuing to make enhancements to that to meet our customers' demands. You think about just the curbside option, we're building in functionality now to be able to add items onto your order when someone comes in and pick something up curbside. Oh, I forgot this. They can add those items real time on the fly versus having to kind of submit a traditional order. But again, leveraging the scalability of our platforms in our stores, we also use a React Native mobile framework for the development of the in-house applications that we've built to leverage that omnichannel discussions that Charlie just mentioned.
Excellent. Thank you, Dave. Hey, Jonas, welcome. We will be here for the Q&A sessions. Thanks for joining. Anuj has been pretty quiet here, but he is the one who really helped implement the middleware, and it's hard work working with this partner. And is really the volumes of Delivery Solutions is a startup. We trusted them, and we proved out very well in the end. But there's a lot of ups and downs in between, right? For a company the size of Office Depot and the type of the size of the traffic we see to our website, it's huge for these providers to stand up to that demand. Anuj and team work very closely with this provider, make sure that that platform scales up to what our demand is in terms of traffic and really drive that, which is the biggest part of going live with a third-party platform is, can it scale up to the demand that we need when it comes to Office Depot? Can it give me sub-second response times for every call I make on every part of the page? These are critical things, that are important for a commerce platform like Office Depot. Anuj, any learnings you want to share on the performance side of it?
Just to add on to whatever Sridhar was mentioning, right? What we did is today Office Depot is more heavily on micro apps and microservices, and that's the biggest thing we gain for us to scale quickly and downscale, because everything is deployed on Kubernetes, and even the talking to third-party our vendors and everything, we have a multiple different isolated service that can easily scale up and down depending on the request, user request and demand. So I would say deploying this on a Kubernetes and building, separate microservices and micro app was a big win for us, because without even touching any part of the site, we can, take down specific functionality and just quickly change it and put it back on production. As a customer, you won't even notice what happened, right? But behind the scenes, we already made whatever changes we have to do.
Amazing, amazing. All right, so that ends the tech discussion. I think we'll see if I can go to the next part of the slide. So, Joe, it's up to you. It's back to you. We are here for any Q&A questions that the audience or yourself may have.
So I love you guys have always done a lot of really great things, and I don't think, just me speaking from a consumer standpoint, Office Depot is seen as a traditional retail company, but some of the things that you guys have done and the team has done at Office Depot really talk next generation technology company right there. So I want to give you guys that appreciation, because this is really good stuff.
Thank you.
And I'm curious, just from a case study standpoint, have you guys heard or had any feedback from your stores or from your partners of the work that you've been doing, having some really positive impacts out there, and you're really getting to help people out in this time of need?
Jonas, you want to take that?
Yeah, happy to take that. Can everyone hear me first?
Yep.
Yeah, happy to take that. So we've definitely seen extremely positive feedback from both our customers and our store associates. We do measure our customer satisfaction in all aspects of our business, and I can tell you that the feedback that we've been receiving through our customer sat platforms has been extremely strong, some of the strongest we've ever seen with buy online, pick up in store. And some of it just goes back to an appreciation from our clients that we're offering this service, but some of it also is it's just easy to interface with us in this way. And we see a lot of comments from customers that say, wow, it was so quick for me to do the order online and just park, and the order was out in just a few minutes. I didn't have to call the store. We developed this interface for the stores to use that is pretty seamless. So just it's great to see that from our customers. They're telling us every day, every minute of the day, I see feedback that flows through our customer sat survey program that's powered by Medallia. And we continue to see improvements. I mean, we haven't really hit the ceiling yet as to how well we can execute this in our stores for the time being.
Excellent. Yeah. So there you go, Joe. From a stores and customer standpoint, this has been a resounding success. We've seen increasing better NPS results, as Jonas alludes there.
I'm curious if there's any questions from the audience here on Zoom. We also do have some folks on Facebook as well. Anyone want to chime in with a question for the team? All right, so while we're waiting on that, I do need to ask my very stereotypical and just open-ended question for you guys. What coffee are you drinking right now? Are you drinking the Folgers that you just pulled out of the fridge or from the back of the cabinet that you had there for like 3 years? Did you go out and get some local coffee? Are you grinding? Are you doing the coffee crystals? I need to hear from Sridhar and Jonas what you guys are actually doing right now.
Well, I'll go first. I'm drinking Office Depot. Office Depot offers, of course, my cup is the best dad in the universe, and my daughter gave it for the last Father's Day, and I've since used it. But I love Office Depot's executive suite of coffee and products, and that's what I'm drinking right now.
Jonas?
I am drinking Folgers, bought through curbside pickup at store 45 in Davie, Florida. And I am also using Executive Suite Office Depot private brand creamer. High five, Sridhar.
Well, but with that said, we do definitely. I do go love. Sorry, the name of the company down on downtown Delray. Whenever I'm in Delray, I just definitely stop by to visit the coffee store. It's a local coffee store that's in downtown Delray.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Subculture Coffee, which
absolutely, yep.
Yeah, so we actually have one about 1 block that way from my balcony here, and they actually closed down. But every so often, the owner has been putting out on Facebook. He's putting a few bags of coffee out, and then you just pick one up and Venmo them. So that's been pretty cool to see. So we do have a question from Nikki. With quicker delivery now, has this created in departments or within stores themselves? Sorry. With the quicker delivery, options that you guys have, has this created any more jobs within the company?
Well, so number one, from a job standpoint, I will differ also to a little bit of to Jonas later. Definitely for us, it's created demand. It's demand, customer demands leads jobs, right? We are seeing a significant demand for delivery in general, right? And also to our stores in terms of what is web originated. So I can say that we are seeing increased demand with all of these options. Like Brittany mentioned earlier, the program is pretty successful towards jobs, at least in the area that I'm responsible for, which is platform development. We are kind of behind the curve. We built this. Now the jobs have to, an opportunity has to come to the stores and drivers. Jonas or Brittany, you guys want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I can tag on to that as well. I will tell you that our stores are definitely open and still hiring. We've been operating quote unquote normally through these challenges. We are on limited hours in most locations, but we are still hiring in stores where needed. It is, to Srihar's point, we've created huge amounts of demand through these new ways to interface with Office Depot. We've seen record-breaking numbers when it comes to demand through buy online, pick up in store, and now through curbside, and that is funneling down to the stores, and we're having to be creative in how we service those customers. They're not walking into a store, so we typically would service them a little bit differently if they were inside the building. So we've had to change our operating model, but that requires our folks on the front line, and they're still needed today just as much as they were several weeks ago, and then some.
Yep. You still there, Jonas? Yep. So one thing to add there, though, we did, right before the emergency, we were hiring for UX engineers. We were hiring for program managers. Brittany has her team grow a bit. And so there's definitely, as these things go from an e-commerce platform standpoint, as we're tying the end-to-end journey for the customer, designers, product managers, program managers, these type of jobs are definitely something that we will be looking to hire in the future. And as you can, as a tech platform and then the leader in tech, I would love always to have the best tech folks be hiring. We did hire through Palm Beach Tech Connections. Shane is an architect in Office Depot right now. He was part of Palm Beach Tech. That's how we found him. We're always looking to hire some of the best talent to make sure we build the right customer journey for our customers.
Yeah, and with that too, I think it's important to note how we came about. Me personally finding Shane is just through getting involved. And I always find that people who get involved in their community in one way or another really make great team members, right? Because we're all trying to find a way to be a part of a team. And Shane actually is on the board for Code Palm Beach right now, which is a STEM education organization that Palm Beach Tech is partnered with. That is working with the Science Center and others. We're actually working on some stuff right now for this Friday. But he just started coming and volunteering because he has kids and he wants them to learn how to code too. So it's really cool to see what you guys are doing. It's really neat to know that you're part of all this. So what we're doing with all these, we're recording. So this will be on our Facebook page for everyone to look up, and they obviously see the slideshow after we all finish today. But if you have any job opportunities, or if you know of any, please forward those along, and we'll we have that Career Expo coming up next week. So keep up the good work, guys. Look forward to the rock, paper, scissors tournament next time I come over, and hope we can get together again soon for that. We do have to have that hackathon that we always do with you guys. So I'm looking forward.
We should do one virtually. Yep.
we've thought about that. Wouldn't be as fun as sleeping on the floor in your Office Depot auditorium, but you know, we have thought about that a little bit. So hopefully we don't need to do anything virtually. We can get back to normal sooner than later. But anyway, but thank you guys so much.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Nikki. All right, guys. Thank you, team.